Good morning, Insomni people. How are we all doing? I've not been on for a few days. What's the time? 5:10. Yeah, so no, I've not been about for a few days because I was running a retreat last week over in Mevagissey, so in Cornwall. Yeah, that was really good fun. I enjoyed that. But the signal, not so good in my room, and it's not like that I like to go clomping around the place in the middle of the night and upsetting everybody. So I didn't get an awful lot done last week, I have to say. But hopefully we're all well out there. I don't know. What have I been doing this week? Yeah, classes and stuff in the cupboard, so that's been nice. All the usual regular people. Visitations from odd people in and out. Somebody's just popped on. Good morning. So yeah, instead of the middle of the night, we're up early today. I was up earlier. Went off back to bed. It was blowing an absolute hoolie out here earlier. I think they forecast yet more rain and wind for us down here in Cornwall. And it certainly seemed to deliver from what I was listening to. But there we are. I think I'm flickering a bit here today. I'll probably find I'm actually connected to the wrong Wi-Fi. We've got a booster out in the cupboard. And I bet I'm still connected to the booster. And I'm sat in the house. Never mind. I can't very well change that halfway through. Or it'll all start going loopy on me. I start messing now. I might be able to do it, but I'm not going to try. I'm not tech-minded. Yeah, so saying tech-minded, that reminds me. The website's back up, which is fabulous. It's all been transferred to a new host server, new people, and it's being rebuilt and things, which is lovely. So it is available. I've got some new fabrics coming the other day, so those will be going on as soon as I can manage it. So keep an eye out for them. Jason Yenter Fabrics, in the beginning Fabrics it's called, as a company. Jason Yenter being the designer. Very, very lovely stuff. Got some fabulous fish type things. I want to say skeletal, but they're not. I don't know how to describe them. Even possibly almost like a tattoo design in a fabulous turquoisey blue and white. Love it a lot. But yeah, so there's a few fabrics to come on. Excuse me. I'm obviously sat doing hexes again this morning. My go-to thing. I've got other stuff on the go, but I don't necessarily want you to see it as yet because it's not far enough along that I can say, here, look at this. This is going to be fabulous. Yeah, I want to get it a little bit further along before I show anybody. Maybe I'll show you on Sunday. So Sunday being Three Amigos live day. So if anyone's around, please do come have a watch. Those of you that don't know, I work with Andy from Craft UK and Julia from Cross Patch. We've all been friends for many years now, and we sort of banded together as three little small businesses to help each other. So Julia does a Facebook Live at 9:30. She does one every week, to be fair. And then fortnightly, Andy and I join her. So Julia's at 9:30, I'm at 10 o'clock. So you go across to Julia on Cross Patch on Facebook, or YouTube. She doesn't doing a lot of YouTube these days. I've not sussed yet how to do YouTube at the same time. I think it would involve having to download stuff. Andy's going to give me a lesson when I see him in Wales, a couple of weeks' time. I always put mine onto YouTube after I've done it. I download the live and then put it across to YouTube for anybody that wants. It only takes a few minutes, but it's got to be easier to do it live onto both. I don't know. You'll have to try. So yeah, on Sunday, so that's me at 10 o'clock. And then at 10:30, I hand you over to Andy, Crafty UK. So you can, as I say, you can find him on Facebook or YouTube. I'm lagging behind on the technos. There's nothing new there. I'm a bit of a dinosaur when it comes to things like that. I think I worked with computers and stuff for so many years prior in my previous life, as they might say. So I quite like just old-fashioned and ignoring these things if I can. Gets to a point you can't, but there we are. Excuse me. It's the usual morning frog in the throat. I'll try clearing the throat before I come on here, and it's all good. And then as soon as I go live, it all starts tickling and things again. Very annoying, but there we are. So what are you all working on? What projects have you got going on out there? Let's have some photos. Stick some photos in comments. That would be nice. Always love to see what anyone's doing. At any point you can, if you're a member of Patchwork Witterings, you can always pop photos over on Patchwork Witterings. We love to see what's going on. When I say we, I mean me and everybody else that watches and joins us at these things. There we go. Next one. Excuse me, I do apologise. Gingy Ginger the pussycat is fast asleep. He's on the next chair. Bless him, he's getting used to being on his Todd now because we lost our other one indoors here. Black cat Tom doesn't come in the house, bless him. He stays outside in my cupboard. He lives in the cupboard. Comes and goes from the studio as he wants. But yeah, so Gingy's fast asleep, bless. I think he's already been up and annoyed Paul. And Paul's probably fed him something because he's not come out of his chair. Usually I get up at this point and he wants feeding. So he must be fat and full and happy, which is always a good thing. There we go. I'm fiddling around with these here hexes. I'm always doing hexes. I say this time after time. Always doing hexes. If in doubt, have a hexie on the go. I'd love to know what percentage of patchworkers have hexes on the go. It's got to be a huge percentage, or have inherited a part-done hexie quilt. There's got to be hundreds of them in this country, hundreds and thousands of them. Oh, I can hear Gingy whinging over there now. You're all very quiet this morning, which is a good thing. It means you're probably all in bed, or you're getting up and going to work and things like that. Because it's an early as opposed to a middle of the night. An early morning. So we got some, the yawn going on. Got some quilt shows coming up, which is going to be good fun. So we've got a new one in Wales week after next. I want to say 20th-ish. It's the Friday, Saturday, but I haven't got a diary with me, so Can't tell you for sure. It's just ish that weekend. So we're coming up there. You'll see Julia, Andy and myself. I believe we've got the 3 stands in a row. You'll see all of us together. Have a bit of a giggle. I'll be teaching a couple of classes a day. I was looking through Wozzon yesterday, and they've got, I want to say Beth, but I think her name could be, I'm not sure, I could be wrong there. There's one lady doing lectures all day, and I believe, looking at it, that they're going to be about Welsh quilts and such like, which is fabulous. A bit of a shame I'm not going to be able to go and listen, because I'm going to be doing my own thing, but there we are. Jenny Raymond's there, I'm there, and there was somebody else teaching, I can't think who. So you've got a nice choice of things to be doing. And then, obviously, all of our special offers and lovely new fabrics and all the rest of it. That's what I meant to do yesterday. I knew I was going to do something. I was going to chop some of the new fabrics to bring with me. Put that on the to-do list today. I have a to-do list that is rather long at the minute. But I'm into a new little quilt making, and I'm far more interested in making my quilt than doing all the donkey work that I have to do ready for a show. It's naughty, really. I want to make some new kits. I've got to write a couple of patterns up, and then I've got to write the next month of the mystery quilt for all of you taking part in the mystery quilt. To get that all ready to go and post out before I go off to Wales. So I don't write the mystery quilt all in one go, because actually there's 6 months worth of patterns, and there's an awful lot of writing and drawing up of patterns and things, and if I tried to do the whole lot in one go, it would probably blow my brain cell a bit, because me being me, there's lots of blocks and they're all different, and each block has to be written up separately to make sure everybody gets their makes right. So I think I'll probably have a pattern writing day today. And the new project that I've got on the go that I'll show you on Sunday is going to have to stay in the house while I'm out in the studio, because otherwise I'm not going to do it. Yeah. I'm busy looking as well as doing this. And people are flipping on and off of Facebook here, watching, and it's a strange time at this time in the morning because you're all busy, as I say. But, I'm sure others will come back later. If you need something to sit and need a bit of company, just me wittering in your ear roll. Seems to be a few core people of us that are up through the night, which is not necessarily a good thing. And I know a lot of you go back and watch these bits after. But, I do appreciate your support. It has to be said, no matter what I'm doing. There's people that watch and comment. How's that? That's coming on all right, isn't it? I quite like this one. Look, he's got like a little foxy, wolfy thing going on in there. Or at least that's what I see, anyway. No idea whose fabrics it was. I can't remember. Yeah, where are we? Oh, 25 past. I'll give you another 5 minutes, and then I'll leave everybody to their day. Because, as I say, it's a strange time to be on. I don't know, most people like me, oh, look, I've lost my thread. Up in the night, I'm usually up earlier and doing this. But do you sort of get up and then go back to bed, or how do you handle your, I'm just threading my needle, by the way. How do you handle your I can't sleep insomni bits? I've lost where that was now, so if that needs to go there. There we go. Yeah, I tend to find I'm up earlier, which I was, and then I make myself go back to bed and lay there and see, can I go back to sleep? And I did this last night. Went back to bed, slept for a while, and then wide awake again. So this is me now. The wind didn't help last night. It was very blowy. Oh, yesterday, excuse me, while I was in my studio, I was recording an interview with the So Happy Quilting Society, which will be out for everybody to see in a couple of weeks' time. And I'm just waiting to go online, and I want to say it's like a Zoom, but not. It's that sort of a thing, and then they record and put these things together so that it's presentable to everybody. So I was waiting to do this interview. Best makeup and everything on. And I'm sat out in the cupboard with Tom, being the cat. And it was blue sky. It was actually quite a nice day yesterday. Lovely. And then literally out of the nowhere, there's a hell of a row on the top of the cupboard, and it's chucking what I thought was rain to start. So the cloud must have come over from behind where I was. And it hammered. I thought, what the hell's going on? And when I looked out the door, you've never seen so much hail suddenly starting to come down. I did a little video of it. But by the time I got me head together and did a little video, it was virtually over. But the noise was unbelievable. And I'm like, oh my God, please don't do this. I'm supposed to be recording an interview here. But it absolutely flung it with hail. And it was over as quick as it started. And gone again, and blue sky. And it's like, I didn't even see the cloud. Very peculiar. I must have been on the very edge of it. But there we are. It's just another form of rain, isn't it? Look, I've got a gap there. I don't know if you can see that gap. I'm going to have to force that together. Obviously, when I've cut my papers, I've not made a very good job of one of them. So we'll pinch that in there, and we'll grab a little bit of that one. So the ones that are supposed to be the corner meeting, and then go to the brownie ones and do it like a loop, so that when I take the papers out, they'll all come together quite nicely. It's amazing how you get used to all these weird little things that go wrong. Yeah, so there we are. So yes, interview coming out in a couple of weeks' time. Who am I, what am I, and me being my normal strange self. Actually, when I stop and think back what I was talking about, depends how they edit it and put it together, I'm sure. But came out with a couple of things I've never told anybody before. So that'll be interesting. I'll share it as and when I can. But yeah, So Happy Quilting Association. Just a group of ladies enjoying life quilting. But, yeah. Very odd being interviewed. Very odd. Although having said that, I suppose it was like having a chat to you lot. It was quite cool in that respect. You got given a list of questions ahead of time so that I had half an idea of what they wanted to talk about. And Rachel give us a ring, and yeah. They're actually organising a quilt show in Brighton in September this year. It should be a real good thing, actually. New quilt show. Quite like a new quilt show. And certainly Andy and I are going. I don't know if we're trying to convince Julia, but it's an awkward time and distance for her. So that's another show we'll be at this year. Yes, I was talking about what was going on, wasn't I? So there's the Welsh show coming up in a couple of weeks' time. And then, after that, the next thing will be the Glasgow show. Creative whatever. That's, I think, 3 days. I'm doing make and takes up there, so that'll be real good fun. Something a little bit different for me. I've not done those for a few years. So we're in make and takes, and we're going to be doing Japanese folded patchwork, because that's always a good one for everybody. And if you want a little, well, it's not, it's about 45 minutes to do that. You want a little sit and natter with me, that will be good. We'll do that, and we'll turn them into coasters in effect, because we'll, just looking for my thread here. We'll use my templates to make them. So you get to play with the templates, and if you like them, you can buy one, or not, as the case may be. But then you can figure out how to do a quilt. We're just making the one unit, so it'll be useful as a coaster. So it's a useful, productive 45 minutes. And I'll put my needle somewhere. There it is. So that's Glasgow. And then immediately after Glasgow show, we're running a retreat in Ayr, Prestwick. A Three Amigos retreat, which will be hysterical, I'm sure. We've got spaces on that if anybody wants to come and join us. But I know we've got several ladies who are coming across from Belfast, coming over on the ferry, or they're from Northern Ireland and around, might be from Southern as well, I'm not sure. But they'll be getting, I believe, the ferry across from Belfast. And then hopefully there'll be some ladies from Scotland in and around. But we will be having a giggle. We've got some workshops lined up. And I'm going to be doing a pyjama party. We're going to have a pyjama party. So you bring your jammies. And we're going to be making hot water bottle covers. So I've got the hot water bottles. I need to make a new design. There's so many different patterns, freebie patterns and the like. And then I'm like, do you know what? I want to do something completely different in design on top of your hot water bottle cover. I'm quite looking forward to that. It'll be a bit of silliness one evening. A little bit like when I was doing Quilt Fair, doing Pizza and Prosecco evenings. We did have a giggle. So get your jammies on and have a bit of stitching. A bit like I'm doing now, really, except we'll be giggling and laughing and I'll have a bit of company. That'd be lovely. So if you're interested in that one, give us a shout, or give Andy a shout, or just go and find our page, our web page, which is the Three Amigos Retreats. And then you can join in the fun. I think we've still got spaces on the Newcastle retreat. I'm not sure if there's any space on the Coventry, or whether or not that one's now full. Basingstoke is full for this year. But you can always ask to be on the waiting list. And then as spaces come up, we offer them to you. So yeah, if you fancy a bit of a giggle with us, a bit of happy, relaxed stitching, and then we do workshops, one each. You get 3 full days of stitching. So we meet on a Sunday afternoon, evening. in the bar, which is always good. Excuse me. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you've got 3 full days stitching. We get fed all throughout, obviously. Andy, Julia and I all do a workshop, one each day. You do not have to do the workshops. If you don't fancy it, you don't have to do it. It's totally up to you. You don't actually get charged for the workshops, so we ask you to buy a kit to complete the workshop, which is good. That's how you support us. And also, you bring anything else you want to be working on. Because we're not going to do full-on day workshops. We're just doing little workshops, as it were. Yeah. And then we go home on the Thursday morning. So you've got a nice clear day to travel home without any worry. But bring stuff you're worried about, you don't know how to do, you want help with, all of those. Something new you're excited to start. Something UFO-ish that needs finishing. Because you've got the 3 of us there, how to do things. Between us, one or other of us all know exactly how to do things. We all have different specialities, as it were. Julia's is always usually lovely stitching and bag making, really, and little quilts and things. She's got some lovely pans. And he's getting more and more into actually producing his own quilts and things, which is brilliant, with his templates. And he's got some fabulous templates and designs going on. And mine's just general weirdness, as you know. So, yeah, so do come and join us if you fancy it. And we've kept them as reasonably priced as we possibly can. Bearing in mind you're going to be fed. We get breakfast. There's tea and biscuits throughout the day. Then you get buffet lunch. Then you get a dinner in the evening. And it's like, you're very well fed. It's good. It's good. They're actually quite good value for money, I reckon. When you look at the price of hotel stays and foods and things like that. Plus, as I say, you've got the 3 of us helping and working with you. As I say, we don't charge for the workshops, so we do ask you to support us as small businesses instead. We bring our shops with us so you can buy gear and kits for the workshops. That's how we make our money. It's good fun, whatever. We like a giggle. Right, I'm just coming down this home straight here on this one, which will finish this floret that I'm stitching together. And then we're going to call it a day, or a night, or a good morning. And I'll leave you to a happy day. I hope. Everyone deserves a happy day. Everyone. If you're not having a happy day, just think of all those lovely things that you do have in your life. There'll always be something, even if it's a lovely hot cup of coffee, or a bit of blue sunshine, or a pussycat to cuddle, or a bit of patchwork to sit and stitch. There's always something good. Our hobby is such a fabulous therapy. Keeps us occupied. It's a very social hobby. Here we go, last couple of stitches. And then I'll see you on Sunday, I hope, for a Facebook Live. I'll be 10 o'clock. And hopefully I'll have got to finish the daffodils off. I've got to write the daffodil pattern so that I know who's won the daffodil kit. And if you don't know what that's about, go and have a look at the Facebook Live from 2 weeks ago. Sunday for last. And that'll explain everything. There's a little competition going on. Right. There's another floret ready to go. We're doing quite well. Bearing in mind, most of these have been done, or put together anyway, whilst I've been talking to you over the last few weeks. Okay, everybody, I'm off. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. Be lovely, everybody. Spread the happiness words, all right? Be good. Bye.